All right, good evening and welcome to the Select Board meeting for June 21st, 2022. Please rise, say the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So, all right, so the first thing on the agenda for new business is the FY23 appointments. So we have the following appointments for this evening. We've got for the Agricultural Commission, James Dolan through 2025. We have AgCom alternates. I'm sorry. The other appointment for the Agricultural Commission is Kenneth Cleveland through 2025. For AgCom alternates, we have Donald Haberlin, Mark Ledoux for the year of 2023, or through the year 2023. We've got Animal Control Officer Cassandra Buffum through 2025. We have the Beach Committee, the following folks all through 2023: Alan Jones, Caitlin Servant, Michelle Mandela, Jeff Clark, and Michelle Clark. We have the Local Building Inspector Assistant through 2025 is John Zakharowitz. The Capital Improvement Planning Committee, we've got Lori Bartkus through 2025. And Amy Lane Carmody. We've got Central Mass Planning Commission alternate Kevin Erkla. For Conservation Commission, we have Tim Simon through 2025 and Kathleen Windward through 2025. Did Tim reapply for that? Because I know he was on it previously and then had asked to come off, Karen.
Tim Simon, yeah, we had him checked off that he wanted to, but we'll double check on that.
Should double check on that.
Okay.
Because I don't think he was currently a member.
Okay, all right, we'll check. I know I checked and so did Lois, and between the two of us, this is what we came up with, so I'll double check that one.
Yeah. Then for Council on the Aging, we have Barbara Clancy through 2025, Sally Brown, and Brenda Parrish through 2025.
Did you do the CDBG Advisory Committee, or did you skip that one?
I skipped it because it was already appointed.
That's right, and I had a note saying it was already appointed,
Already
yes,
appointed,
last,
yeah.
the 14th, yep.
Okay. So then we have election workers, Hannah Hill, Sabrina Grillo, Heidi Prohl.
Prohl.
Okay, and then Ashley Hazen. Through 2025. And then for the Emergency Medical Squad Chief, we have Donna LaFleur through 2025, Pete Martell through 2025, and Matthew Graves through 2025. For additional Emergency Squad personnel, 3 years, we've got Vontaline Rosaria, Ashley Ledger, and Kayla Laporte. Fire Chief and Forest Fire Warden, we've got Pete Martell through 2025. Highway Superintendent, Ryan Point-Brienne through 2025. Historical Commission, Thomas Morse through 2025. Also for the Historical Commission, we've got Judy Hitchcock through 2025, Ron Kuchar through 2025, and Michael Metz 2025. Seems so weird to see his given first name. Historical Public Records Committee, we have the following people for a 1-year term through 2023. Linda Lincoln as the Board of Selectmen or Select Board Representative. Sally Brown, the Library Trustee Rep, and Brenda Metterville for also the Library Trustees. For the Insurance Advisory Committee, through 2023 are all of these appointments, and that's Barbara Clancy representing the retirees, Linda Lincoln for Town Hall retirees, Sergeant Sean Marino for the Police Union, Holly Chisholm for the town hall staff, Dennis Clark for, water, and then Lindsay Rockwell for the highway department. Board of Overseers for dispatch, we've got Michael Blanchard for through 2023. Parking clerk hearing officer, Mike Siri for 2023. Personnel board, 1-year appointments for Amy Lane Carmody and Kelly Robbins. We've got reserve police officers, Serenity Allen, Egbert Pinero, Michael Niles, Dan Driscoll, Jeremy Marshall, and Dustin Dufault for 2023.
Can you go back to change the personnel board? Can you change that to 2025, Amy and Kelly?
Okay.
That's
So
what it's supposed to
it should be amended as through 2025
Yeah.
for Amy Lane Carmody and Kelly Robbins. Then we've got for Recreation Committee through 2025, 2 new members, Matthew Brown and Taylor Whitcomb. Superintendent of Insects and Pest Control, Ryan Pointbrand, through 2025. Town Hall Improvement Committee, we've got Alan Jones and Mary Lou Knight through 2025. WRTA Advisory Committee, myself through 2025. And then Zoning Enforcement Officer Nick Tomo through 2025, and then KP Law as Town Council through 2023. Okay, can I get a motion to approve the appointments of the personnel as read?
I will make a motion to appoint the personnel as read.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we've got 2 pieces of correspondence. We're gonna table the item regarding picnic table, signs from the school, and reorganizing the town hall offices, as those were items that Kelly wanted to discuss. And this one sheet for you. We'll table that until the next meeting. For the next meeting, even though it's summertime, I do wanna discuss, I did get a request about, coordinating the plow plan with our first responders, because we had a couple of times this winter where first responders weren't able to get out of their homes to get out. So I want to just ensure that we start talking now about how to handle that come
Do
winter.
you want that on the next agenda?
Next agenda or the one after, find out if there's one where Ryan's available.
Okay.
Yeah, make it the one after, and I'll try to touch base with them between now and then.
Okay.
And I think that's it. So, and if we're starting to get resumes in for the cable coordinator position, I'd like to at least have it on the next agenda so that we can talk about it and see what we have and if we're at the point where
Okay.
we're ready to make an offer or what have you. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we should get on another agenda. I think that's it. Okay, so then we've got correspondence. First one is a 2022 vegetation management notice from CSX Transportation. And they're gonna be applying some herbicide along the railway on or after July 5th and conclude on or before August 5th. And it'll be a low-pressure spray from a rail-mounted truck. And it'll be one time in 2022 on non-sensitive errors and buffer zones to sensitive errors as described in the operational plan. And the any questions about it should go to steven.herzog@woodplc.com. Then we get a notice from Charter Communications, Spectrum Northeast LLC, an indirect subsidiary of Charter Communications, has appreciated the opportunity to serve the town of Brookfield, and they wanted to let us know that they're taking proper steps in advance of the renewal of the franchise agreement, which is due to expire in 2025. So they would like to meet at their earliest convenience to discuss the renewal proceedings outlined in the Cable Act. Have we found anybody yet to serve on the cable committee?
No volunteers, no.
Okay.
I can put it again on the website, so it
Right,
goes.
so
to
if we
the top.
don't have a committee, it falls to us.
Yeah.
So put on the agenda, a vote to pick a delegate for starting the discussion with charter.
Another thing I can do too is, I can put out the call for it and then do a separate posting on the website, so it'll go to the top, and I can also send it out to
Yeah.
Lindsay and
Let's look
to
for some
Brenda.
volunteers, and if not, we can decide amongst ourselves who to
Then another
represent.
thing Kelly said the other day, we should maybe start looking at the police contract already.
Yeah,
Yeah, she brought that up the other day too when I was here.
okay.
So I don't know if we wanna put that on another meeting.
Yeah, just find out from her which
Yeah.
one of the two meetings, if she
Yeah.
wants to start
Okay.
talking about police contract.
So that's it.
And the sergeant's on second shift, but his second shift starts at like 3 o'clock, so he could probably come in and speak with her.
Yeah.
Although I don't know if he's still a separate entity or if they wound up re-aggregating once Parasol left, I'm not sure.
So your communication that you received from CSX,
Yes,
a request that you forward that, or at least a copy of that, to Dennis.
okay,
The reason is that we have, the water department has previously talked to them about posting sensitive areas around our well zone.
okay,
Uh,
and you don't know if that happened or not?
I believe Dennis talked to him, I don't know, but he ought to know that they're doing this frame, and just, if he has any questions,
He could reach out to the people that are in the letter. Can you make sure a copy of
Yeah,
that
I'm
gets to
gonna do it
Dennis?
right now, yeah.
Okay, great. So, all right, any other business? That's all that's on the agenda, so, can I get a motion?
Motion,
Can we get a motion to adjourn?
motion to adjourn at 6:29.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So is that a record, Beth?
That is a record.
I'll still be